Hello everyone, welcome to my channel SW Metro official channel.
Sister wives before tell-all, Robin Brown cleverly destabilized Kody. Robin Brown, star of Sister Wives, is being criticized after the first segment of season 19's tell-all. She has frequently been chastised and held accountable for the Brown family's demise. However, some social media fans believe that Robin's antics have gotten more apparent in the most recent tell-all, and that she even caused Kody to become unstable. To see the discussion, continue reading. Kody Brown displays aggression in Sister Wives. Tell-all. Kody was already revved up when he got to the tell-all. When Suki started questioning him about his unequal love for Robin and his ex-wives, he became combative. Everybody will adore every child or other individual in a different way, he explained fiercely. The Sister Wives actor used it to describe his feelings for Robin, claiming that their bond is heavenly. According to Suki, it's clear that he doesn't treat his ex-wives fairly. However, Kody thinks he's doing nothing incorrectly. Christine, Janelle, and Mary didn't like that he even expressed a wish to make his love for his ex-wives on par with Robin's. Kody's crafty destabilization of Kody prior to tell-all. Before they got to the tell-all, Robin Brown made Kody feel uneasy by manipulating him, according to several Sister Wives followers on Reddit. The original poster claims that in the first scene in Tell-All Part 1, Kody asks Robin if there is anything he can do to keep her safe. After Robin said she wasn't enthusiastic about attending the tell-all, he asked. However, Robin told Kody that she didn't require anything from him. God already has her back, she added. This caused the OP to believe that Roby's rejection of Kody caused him discomfort. This may have been a major blow to his ego because her denial was presented in a spiritual light. The OP thinks their talk, even if it might not be a major moment, simply illustrates how complex their interactions are and how Robin is frequently in charge. Robin is intelligent enough, in my opinion, to know how to say the appropriate thing without coming out as the mastermind. However, I believe she finds it difficult to predict how the show will develop. She enjoys keeping Kody on his toes, as seen by her repeated threats to leave and her interest in other guys. He has always been terrified that he will lose her. I knew that seeing that discussion disturbed me, but I was unable to pinpoint the reason. Fantastic capture. She's doing it everywhere else in the fucking show now. Oh my god. Yes. I thought her explanation was a little harsh, but your explanation is excellent. If Robin were to manipulate the majority of the individuals in her life on a daily basis, I wouldn't be shocked. Her repertoire probably includes infantilization, passive aggression, and subtle digs. Janelle Brown reveals how Kody saves Robin in Sister Wives. Janelle Brown believes Robin shouldn't be held responsible for everything that has occurred in the family, despite the fact that many supporters blame her. Janelle disclosed in the most recent Tell-All Part 2 teaser that Kody is behaving even more evilly in order to keep Robin safe. The Sister Wives star claimed that before to Robin's arrival, Kody had never acted badly. She continued by saying that one of Kody's strategies for diverting attention from Robin's transgressions is to place all the blame on himself and accuse the other wives. Why Janelle Brown of Sister Wives shouldn't continue to be friends with Kody. Fans of Sister Wives have been observing Janelle Brown as the family's pillar of support since 2010. She had a talent for handling the family's finances and was always the sensible one. Janelle was treated with affection by Kody Brown, who was obviously respectful of her viewpoint. But since the two are no longer together, it would seem wise for Janelle to re-evaluate the possibility of being friends with the 18-year-old father. Janelle Brown expresses her candid thoughts regarding Robin and Kody Brown. When asked if she could remain friends with Robin Brown and Kody during the ET reveal, Janelle attempted to respond diplomatically. Well, I could still be friends with Kody, the mother of 6 initially said to the host. Robin and I never really had a relationship. However, she gradually began to change her mind as the interview progressed. I don't really want to know them, but I don't have any hate or hard feelings or anything, she continued. Oh, I could sit and talk to them if it was all superficial, Janelle explained. That would be acceptable. I would speak with them. It's not a huge deal. It makes sense to Sister Wives watchers that Janelle doesn't believe a friendship is in the cards. She endured years of being regarded like a second-class citizen. The real estate agent wrote, "I don't require it. I'm not interested in it. I simply will not be friends with them. Or join them for lunch." Janelle threw caution to the wind when questioned if she ever thought that real love was possible. "I'm not looking for it," she revealed. Simply said, "I don't like them. I'd rather not know them. Additionally, I simply dislike them." Janelle Brown desires a fresh beginning. It's clear that Janelle wants a new beginning. Practically speaking, she wouldn't have to speak to Robin or Kody. All of the children from the previous marriage are now adults and make their own decisions about how to engage with their father. Their son's funeral was most likely the last time Janelle would have had to speak to Kody for some time. Janelle went to North Carolina to manage a farm with her daughter, therefore she no longer resides in Flagstaff. Staying the same and attempting to maintain a connection with Kody will not benefit you. Even the polygamous patriarch is too mired in his own story to know how to proceed. Without accepting responsibility for his own actions, he will always blame his first 3 spouses for abandoning him. Janelle is already accepting that she could have passed on Kody if she had known him better. She wrote, "I'm not sure I would have married him, honestly, if I had a year with Kody," in the first section of the Candid. Janelle has used her rage to drive herself ahead on a new trip rather than remain in a toxic circumstance, and she hasn't turned back. Kody Brown and Robin Brown have lied excessively. I became angry watching the sister wives reveal. Kody asked his favorite wife if she was ready before they arrived at the shooting location. "I'd rather have a root canal," Robin said simply. Kody and Robin would not respond to any inquiry that they didn't like. In fact, the couple's actions angered TLC viewers, who thought they were getting away with it once more. Robin readily avoided any question she didn't feel like answering, even when the host pressured the other women to respond. Then Robin called the videos disturbing. The fact that Robin and Kody have both been able to lie so extensively, however, seems more troubling. Fortunately, a lot of fans pointed out how hypocritical everything was. However, the falsehoods have begun to overflow for Janelle as they have accumulated over the years. Janelle is leaving them alone because she has a new life and knows she doesn't have to put up with their bullshit any longer. Knowing that Janelle won't waste any more time on the pair is reassuring. But it's clear that Robin and Kody will be thinking over her choice to break up with him for a while. For years, sister wives presented the illusion of unity, faith, and functional plural marriage. But Season 19's tell-all has made it impossible to ignore the reality beneath the surface. The Brown family is fractured beyond repair. At the center of that fracture sits Robin Brown, whose role in the unraveling of the Brown family has been hotly debated by fans. While Kody Brown has long been accused of favoritism and emotional volatility, many now argue that Robin has subtly and cunningly contributed to his downfall, emotionally, mentally, and reputationally. What unfolded in the tell-all wasn't just a portrait of a man unhinged. It was a display of how carefully Robin has controlled the narrative behind the scenes. Through spiritual manipulation, passive aggressiveness, and strategic emotional distancing, Robin destabilized Kody right before he sat down with Suki for one of the most important interviews of his post-divorce life. This essay examines how Robin subtly destabilized Kody in the moments leading up to the tell-all, and why this moment revealed just how much power she truly holds over him. Chapter 1, The Tell-All Tension That Gave It All Away. The Season 19 tell-all didn't need fireworks to spark fan debate. In fact, it was a quiet moment, a single exchange, that sent the sister wives' fandom into a frenzy. In the opening scene, we see Kody asking Robin what he can do to support her before they sit down with Suki. Robin's reply is pointed, "I don't need anything from you. God's got my back." On its face, the moment seems simple. But the implications are profound. For a man like Kody, whose masculinity and spiritual leadership have always been at the core of his identity, being told that his wife needs nothing from him and is instead placing her faith in God can feel like a deep rejection. Even worse, the framing of the response invokes spiritual superiority. God is on her side, not necessarily his. That subtle but cutting comment was arguably one of the most destabilizing things Robin could have said. Chapter 2, emotional manipulation hidden behind religious language. Robyn has always cloaked herself in spirituality. From her earliest appearances on Sister Wives, she's framed her presence in the Brown family as a divine plan. But in practice, Robyn has often used religious rhetoric as a power play. When she told Kody that she didn't need him because God already had her back, she wasn't just expressing faith. She was asserting emotional and spiritual independence at the exact moment Kody needed partnership the most. Kody entered the tell-all feeling vulnerable. The collapse of his relationships with Christine, Janelle, and Mary had played out publicly, and the pressure was on. Robyn could have reassured him. Instead, she delivered a carefully phrased rejection masked as faith. In doing so, she subtly shook his confidence, and put him on the defensive right before facing a line of uncomfortable questions about her role in the family's implosion. Chapter 3, Reddit Fan Reactions, and Why They Matter. Fans on Reddit quickly picked up on the nuance of Robyn's words. One Redditor wrote, "I knew it bothered me watching that exchange, but I couldn't put my finger on why. Great catch. Now I see her doing it everywhere else in the damn show." Another commented, "She's always kept Kody on his toes, threatening to leave, saying other men are interested in her. She knows exactly how to keep him in fear of losing her." The fans aren't wrong. Robyn's pattern of creating instability, only to then offer emotional reconciliation on her terms, has been consistent throughout the show. Whether through crying over imagined betrayals or hinting at life outside the family, Robyn maintains control by keeping Kody emotionally dependent and off balance. Chapter 4, A Historical Pattern of Undermining the Other Wives. Robyn's influence over Kody didn't start at the tell-all. It began years ago when she entered the family. Almost immediately, she disrupted the balance that had been established between Mary, Janelle, and Christine. Her arrival recentered Kody's attention, disrupted their financial dynamics, and shifted the emotional hierarchy of the family. Robyn's behavior during critical family events, such as the Coyote Pass drama, the COVID-19 rules debates, and decisions about children's education, often revealed a pattern. She would express disapproval quietly, then subtly manipulate Kody into enforcing her preferences. The result? Tensions rose among the other wives, who began to feel sidelined, ignored, and disrespected. Robyn didn't need to attack the other wives directly. She simply planted seeds of doubt in Kody and watched him carry out the emotional destruction. Chapter 5, Infantilization and Passive Aggression, Robyn's Signature Moves. What makes Robyn's destabilizing tactics so effective is their subtlety. She often comes across as meek, even self-effacing. But as fans have noted, Robyn's signature moves, infantilization, passive aggressiveness, and emotional guilt-tripping, are highly manipulative. In one scene, she expresses sorrow that the family isn't together anymore, only to then add, "I've always wanted that. I didn't sign up for this." It's a statement that paints her as a victim but implies that the others are responsible for the family's destruction. This pattern allows Robyn to maintain her image while still influencing the viewer, and Kody, into seeing her as the wounded party who deserves loyalty and sympathy. Chapter 6, Kody's Anger, a Symptom of Robyn's Influence? Kody's defensiveness in the tell-all isn't new, but it has grown sharper. His repeated statements about divine love for Robyn, and his attempts to justify the disparity in his affections, show a man desperate to defend his choices. But instead of owning them, he blames the format of love, the circumstances, and his ex-wife's failures to accept Robyn. Janelle Brown herself pointed this out in part 2 of the tell-all, noting that Kody has never acted so harshly until Robyn came into the picture. According to Janelle, Kody's pattern of protecting Robyn at all costs, even if it meant turning against the rest of the family, only started after Robyn joined the Brown household. It raises an uncomfortable question: has Kody become more villainous because Robyn encourages him to be? Chapter 7, The Spiritual Weaponization of Loyalty. Robyn's statement about God having her back wasn't just spiritually distancing. It was a weaponized declaration of moral high ground. In many ways, Robyn has long presented herself as the obedient and faithful wife, implying that the others failed in these areas. By doing so, she creates a dichotomy in Kody's mind: Robin is loyal and godly, the others are rebellious and bitter. This spiritual framing makes it harder